So, first off, welcome to Locksmith Survival. What I'm working on right now is changing out the UI. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is save what I've been working on so you can see what's the difference. That would be good and very quick. So right there, as you can see, I changed a few things already. I changed this UI element right up there in the left hand corner. I'm also going to change this UI over here real quick. So let's just focus on that. A real quick rundown of the game. Locksmith Survival is about a locksmith that has to survive in a procedurally generated world. So basically, you're just thrown into this world and you have to survive. I don't have everything enabled right now, so there's a lot more in the scene that I shall enable. So I'll enable this environment real quick. Click F. You can see these are rocks and just different stuff. That ATM machine, for example, this is a locksmith themed game, so that ATM, for example, can be hacked, and then little piles of money will be popped out. You can use that for resources. That is a pistol. It is a survival game, and I'm trying to make it like a realistic survival game, so you're gonna have to deal with enemies like that giant mummy right there that is not locksmith themed yet, but I'm gonna figure something out for him because this dude is gonna be kind of one of the main bad guys. It's a giant skeleton with a safe emerging from his face. I think he came out really cool in the game, so without enabling the entire environment, I'm just gonna showcase some stuff real quick. So actually, let me get out of there. I'm gonna make it full screen. Alright, so we are gonna go full screen on them. Alright, so what should I do first? Alright, first thing I'll do is just demonstrate the items. So this is a little backpack that I grabbed and I just installed onto my character, or excuse me, I just equipped to my character. That's a little backpack that I just equipped to my character, so you can see he has it equipped. Now, why does our character have a pumpkin on his head? Now, it might be a little bit more sinister than you think. He has a pumpkin on his head because our story is based on a locksmith apprentice that was kidnapped and thrown into this world, and inside of that pumpkin we got some bombs that say if you decide to just leave this world and try to, like, I don't know, hop that area right there, your head is just gonna get exploded. That's just the way we're rocking that. So this is this is a interior that's placeholder, so I have new assets that I'm gonna import for the interior, but I love how kind of interactive and just kind of visually appealing the platformer, excuse me, the prototype is so far, because this is exactly the vibe I want. I want this player to be kind of navigating and exploring this mysterious world. So like, this is a chest right there. You can't unlock it right now, but you can select it. There's more stuff in there that you're going to be able to discover. So let's leave right here. So what do we got right there? We got some eggs, so I can go over there and pick that up. You can drop it. So basically what we have in this game is going to be a crafting system. So right over here we have a crafting system to make different tools. We're also going to have the ability to make different weapons, as well as craft food, craft buildings, craft props, as well as craft different wearables. So this entire UI is going to change. What I'm going to do is swap out a lot of this stuff right now. But the cool thing about the gameplay right now is a lot of this stuff is ready to rock and roll. So right now we're on foot, so I'm kind of getting bored on foot. Let's go find some wheels, because we got some weird dudes right up there. That's not going to be helpful. Alright. Can't click that. That's not going to be helpful. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's see what we got going on over here. Okay. I just saw a truck. I just saw a truck. Let's go. Alright, bet. We are in a Cybertruck now. Excuse me. I need to drink some water. Yeah, alright. So we're in the Cybertruck. I'm definitely going to make that faster because that feels way too sluggish. That's going to be the first thing I do when I get out of here. So let's get out of that now. We're going to just save this as... we're going to save that as the bear gameplay test because the scene is bear. And now what I'm going to start doing is bringing back a lot of the elements that weren't in the game. So I'm going to take off, like right now, if I click this button right here, I have the lighting. So the lighting I have in the game is kind of spooky. So if I turn this off, you can see the lighting is really bright. So when we're making the game, excuse me, I have to quench my thirst. Alright, so when we're making the game, excuse me, when we're making the game, we have the scene nice and bright, but then when we're actually playing the game, I have a thick layer of fog on the scene, as well as I'm going to be adding elements to the actual color grading of the camera in a little bit here. So, like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is start adding back some different parts of the world here. So I'm going to unclick animals, and you're going to see a lot of different animals just populate. So I got some bears, some wolves, deer, bunny rabbits, and stuff like that. I'm going to deal with those later. They're not really a big importance right now. Right now, to be honest, they're just like, it's pretty cool because they're just fodder for the giant monster titan dudes here to just destroy. So by the time the player even gets around there, they're finding like chunks of meat and stuff. So that's actually coming out pretty cool. So the next thing I need to unclick is items. So there's lots of items scattered around. Right now everything's kind of unorganized, but I have a list of prefabs that I'm going through. So like this little, I'm about to just modernize everything. So like instead of this furnace over here, it's gonna be an oven. So I'll go over here. I've been putting together a lot of different assets as I've been developing this. So this oven, we'll use something like this. Swap it out, put that there, you know what I mean? And then now when the player goes to the oven, it's a more realistic one. So the other thing that I'm going to be doing is going and grabbing stuff like that deer. We're going to be swapping out to change out these basic animals that we have to more spooky things like this Wendigo, because what's more terrifying in a locksmith survival game? A deer frolicking your way, or a man beast deer hybrid galloping your way in a survival based game that is lowly lit? And now that I think about it, I'm gonna give him some type of weird some type of weird audio signal. So that's the point right there. I guess I can start attaching some of these to them in the most crude way possible. So one thing that I do when I'm swapping out prefabs is I'll just throw on this Wendigo dude on top of the deer. So now when I press play, wherever that deer goes, the Wendigo dude is going to go as well. And then what you want to do is this deer prefab already has a lot of code, as you can see on the right hand side. Um, a lot of code and a lot of components already attached to it. So you don't really want to affect all that. You want to just add to it and take away from um, what we have right here with the pre-existing deer. So I guess I'll go through the basics of how I would do that. It's not gonna, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit broken because you're not gonna get a highlight of excuse me, you're not gonna get an outline of the deer, but I just want to showcase how I would do this in a production standpoint. So, all right, so we have I'll just call it, I'll call this dude, we'll have the beast um, on top of the deer right now. I want to get rid of the deer. So I want to get rid of the deer, but I don't want to get rid of all the components of what makes that deer a deer. So there's two ways to make this creature dude into the game. I'm doing a way where I don't have to. I'm doing a way where when we procedurally generate the game, and anytime I want a deer to be in the game, we're gonna have this beast dude in the game. So that's the reason I'm doing it this way, as opposed to just creating another character, or excuse me, creating another NPC and just throwing it to the game. This deer is already populated a certain amount in these maps, as you can see. As soon as I swap out this guy over here, it's gonna change these over there as well, and that's exactly what I want to happen. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So first off, what I would do is we're editing a prefab. So the cool thing about Unity is that um, the engine works with game objects and prefabs. So right now we have this prefab of a deer, which is, you got to think of a prefab as, like, I don't know, like a finished little meal. It has everything that you need for a meal. It has, you know, the drink. It has the So, first off, since I'm back in action, I am going to go over some horrific things. This right here, what we have, this right here is apparently more dangerous than a firearm. It's the most insane, dangerous thing in the world right now because you're finding this at all types of crime scenes. You're finding this with people that are stealing cars. All they have is this and this right here. You plug this part up to the car. This part connects to the car's computer, and you are able to literally just generate car keys without being the owner of the car. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. With just this right here, just this tablet right here, I go over here, I go to Universal Key, and I make a key to most push to start cars. I plug it up with this dude. Plug it up with that guy right there. Make a key. I don't think y'all feel me, so I gotta talk to him real quick. Yo, that's actually fire. That's actually fire. Okay, so first off, why am I talking to you with a ski mask on? Well, I'm talking to you with the ski mask on because this right here is a tool that a lot of criminals are using, man. This right here is something that people have been killed over. This right here is something that people have been arrested with. This right here is what you use to plug into a vehicle. Alright, so I gotta change this background. I'll change it to something more sinister. That's fire. Yeah, this is gonna be my new streaming swag. Just wear a shiesty, a multicolored shiesty, and yeah. So where do I want to go? Why is ZBrush opening? How is ZBrush even opening right now? That makes zero sense. I will do that, yes. KM100 on Amazon. KM100 Amazon. KM100 on Amazon. Alright, bet. Here we are in these streets. Alright, so this right here, KM100 for, hold up, where we at? $535. You will be able to make a push to start universal key for a multitude of vehicles. And to be honest, it comes with an extremely nice case. Look at that. Like, what a deal. Holy moly. You are able to steal cars because guess what? This machine right here. All right, so I got to start from scratch. All right. So, first off, my name's Bob the Builder. And today I'm talking to you about the KM100. The KM100 right here is a tablet. On this tablet, I can create a universal key. How am I going to create a universal key? Oh my gosh, I connect this little dude to your car. I plug it up to the car, I plug up this right here, and then I go universal key, I type in the type of car it is, I type in the make and model, and boom, it connects to the computer of the car, and I'm able to generate a key regardless if you have a key there or not. How spooky is that? Because guess what? I haven't even done this yet, but I'm about to do an experiment. I'm gonna type in key program. I'm gonna type in car key programmer crime scene on Google in a second here. So right now we see the Altel KM100. This machine right here that I just talked about. I know I have talked to widows that have had their husbands killed because criminals have literally stalked her husband, to kill him for this machine because it's able to plug up to a Dodge Charger and remote start program it with no problem. This machine needs to be understood what is going on, you guys. Like this guy right here, this little top of the machine, you put that, excuse me, this little top of the tablet right here is used to communicate with the car. This is a very, very powerful machine right here. So I'm just gonna go over the capabilities real quick before I move on. So right now, like I said, $535 on Amazon. If I'm a criminal, I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna start from the beginning. How's it going, guys? My name's Bob the Builder. I am a criminal. And what I'm going to be doing today is ordering the KM100 off of Amazon, and I'm going to be stealing cars in your neighborhood. Guess what? How am I going to do that? All right, well, this is a step-by-step. So the first thing I'm going to do is use this guy right there. I'm going to plug that up to your car, and guess what? I even have a nice little flashlight on that dude. I'm going to plug that up to the car, and it's going to connect, and then I'm going to be able to go over here and say, I want to make a universal key for your car. Guess what? This is a very, very, very powerful tablet, and it's able to connect to tons and tons of different cars and make keys for tons and tons of different types of cars. So I find your key, or excuse me, I find your car, I generate that key, and then I go right over here. I click IMMO. Ladies and gentlemen, IMMO basically means that I'm using this little dongle to connect to your car's computer and connect this key right here and literally program it so that that car and this key are now synchronized. This is some powerful stuff, you guys. So now right here, I'm on, oh, you can't even see that screen right there. So that alone hopefully gives you an idea of how powerful this is. This literally, this is all I need. All I need is the KM100, a universal key, and that dongle. And I'm able to get into your car and make a universal key for it. So why do I have a ski mask on? All right, so let me just type in KM100 crime scene. I haven't Googled this before, so let's just see what pops up. KM100 key programmer crime scene. I don't see anything yet. We are on Bing, so Bing is actually horrible. And I will get back to game development in a second here. I just needed to record that because I need people to understand that this locksmithing stuff is really, really serious, and I take it serious because, you know, like I said, I've talked to widows that, you know, her husband's been targeted for kids literally just using these key programmers to steal crap, you know, and I'm seeing a comment right there, but I'm trying to see actual news. All right, so key programmer crime, key programmer steal cars. thieves use the key fob programmer to steal your cars. I don't really want to watch the whole video. Yeah, these are all perfect. All right, so I'll just open 3 different tabs. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so bet. This one right here, my key programmer is, this is not even like nowhere near close the level some of these programmers can be. So if I go, that was a horrible article. I don't know why I thought that I would be able to just click an article and think that it would be anything actually useful. All right, so whatever. I'll do all that later, but y'all get the point. Another thing, let me go back to somewhere that has a blank background. Go back to Unity. We did change him. I guess he's fine for right now. Want to turn that off. Dear. I'm like giving you a tutorial, but giving you a locksmith rant at the same time, which is cash money if you ask me. All right, cool. So that deer just got replaced. So like I was saying before, like I said, the cool thing about in Unity about prefabs is that I've been working on that deer right there, and as soon as I saved that prefab, it saved all these other deers over here. So they're not going to be animated yet. I have to add a new animation controller. So it's just going to kind of walk with the T-pose. And I'm not going to fix it right now. I'm not really worried about that right now. I just wanted you to see how I'm changing everything. So like after I fix that deer, the next thing, that bison right there, I'll go over here. The bison might be something a little bit more different. So the bison might be I might turn into, I don't know, Mothman or something right there. But the idea is that, Mothman looks sick. I'm not gonna hold you. So yeah, the idea is that I'm changing out a lot of the survival elements from random animals and stuff to different ghosts, ghouls, and goblins to go along with the theme of the game. So I'm gonna go back and unclick the environment so you can kind of have a better idea of what I'm trying to go for. Once I find everything, chest wood, wolf pack, room. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, that room area. The room area right here, this is a prefab within itself, but I'm happy I didn't do too much work with that because that is gonna change. So like it's gonna kind of look something like this, that, and that way you're spawned into this world and you have this. And I gotta. There's one more element of the game world that is not unticked right now that I'm not seeing. There's a lot of fire that I added to the world and I'm not seeing it right now. Once I'm done with this, I promise I will go back to my rant. But I did want to do the I see that grass, but where's the other grass at? Where is my other grass at? Yeah, so my next step is definitely going to be organizing this nonsense, because I have something nested and nested and nested and nested, because I'm not seeing where some of my terrain and stuff is right now, and I'm getting a little perturbed because I'm missing missing a lot of area and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go generate UIDs like that. Scene, terrain, environment, grass. I don't know what's going on because I guess maybe I deleted it. Alright, I guess I'll just show what I'm talking about because I'm just kind of mumbling. I'm bugging now because now I'm thinking of the wrong prefab name or something because I don't see